is your Friday check-in. So every Friday I'm going to do this new thing I started. It's called Light as a Feather. So light as a feather is to check in to see where you are in terms of blockages in your heart to manifesting the relationship that you want in your life, or the soulmate, your twin flame, manifesting, your twin flame or your soulmate. So we have 3 decks, and I know it's called Light as a Feather, but I need to go get us some feathers. So eventually I'll put some feathers here for you. In the meantime, what I have for you is the gold elephant, lavender, and frankincense. So go ahead and pick which one resonates with you. If you want to pause the video, go ahead and choose your deck. And I'm going to clarify the deck with Mystic Mondays. Okay, so let's get started. So for those of you who chose the elephant, and I guess I have to mark the time here for you, timestamp it. I've been having technical difficulties. Okay, so for you, you chose flexible. So right now what's blocking your heart is you need to be flexible, and that is a let me hold it up for you. I need to get something to hold these. Okay, so it's number 19 breaking down to a 10. So it's right now you need to be open-minded and adaptable without compromising what is most important to you. Just as a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, it has branches that can bend in a hurricane. Kind of like thinking, you could kind of think of this as this is a beautiful pose. Maybe you want to go do some yoga this weekend. But you can also think of this as the bamboo trees that bend in the wind. They never break because they're flexible, right? So right now, Spirit is asking you to be flexible with your relationship, and understand that you don't always have to be right all the time. Sometimes you need to come to a happy compromise, and you can still get your needs met. So this is all about compromise, but also relating what your needs are, and validating your needs, and communicating your needs to others as well. So when this card shows up, it also signals that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. So be flexible. You'll be happy you made the choice. So this could indicate, for people who picked out the first deck, that someone new is coming into your life. And let's just clarify any information about blocks in terms of being flexible. Okay, so if you pick this one, you have clarifying it is the Judgment card and 3 of Swords. So yeah, again, it's clarifying that someone new is coming into your life, but you're going to have to let go of your, I'm going to use the word judgment, on some past disappointments and injustices that kind of broke your heart. And maybe that's why you're not finding it easy to be flexible. Maybe in the past relationship, at the bottom we have the Lovers. So this could indicate a very special new person is coming into your existence. So love is coming in. So to unblock the manifestation of this, for you guys who picked this deck, you're really going to need to let go of these past disappointments and your rigid idea about why this disappointment happened, and that it was not just that it happened, it was, injustice that it happened. And instead, start communicating, or start even, actualizing what your needs are in a relationship, what your needs are in your own existence of your human reality, and stick to your needs while also being flexible and open to being open-minded and open to compromise when you meet someone, and also being open to different kinds of people or different perspectives about people, or relating to people who have different perspectives than you do, because it's through that door that you will find a fresh new landscape. Okay, and again, 19 breaking down to a 10, new beginning. A new beginning for you in love is coming. The Spirit is just guiding you to be flexible and compromise while also respecting your needs, and allowing people to respect your needs as you respect theirs. So this is really beautiful. I hope you can work on that this weekend. So get out there, go do some yoga, go maybe, head out to someplace you wouldn't normally go and meet some kind of different people outside your norm, and something really beautiful, because judgment's here. So judgment is saying that, it's like the heavens are calling down and saying, hey, this is your new fresh start. Be like a baby with new eyes, checking out the new landscape of life and love. That was beautiful. I loved it. Okay, now for those of you who picked lavender, okay, I'm going to timestamp this. Let's see what you got. You got round and round, and that is the number 25 breaking down to a 7. So this is a very spiritual lesson. You could be having a spiritual block relation to the person you're trying to manifest, or the love that you're trying to manifest. So let's clarify this. And I'll just go ahead and read what this oracle card is. So yeah, the message for round and round is that, you're going through a cycle that's challenging to break. You're like revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. So even though you feel like, this keeps going around and around with the same person, it's obviously dealing with the same old person. You keep gaining new perspectives. But let's just read it. So are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar? Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person, who may not look similar, but who attracted you because you're easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. So your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only differently this time. For you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you are aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. So, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Let's just clarify it. What other messages Spirit has for you? So the blockage for you, the group who picked the lavender, is that you're probably attracting the same kind or type of person that you've dealt with in the past. This can be kind of an addictive, an addiction, kind of like the devil energy in the tarot deck. But you're always gaining a new insight by dealing with these people until you finally learn your lesson. Okay, so clarifying this, we have the Hierophant, number 5, and the Ace of Swords. So what this is telling me is that you're having some kind of spiritual block And you're needing to communicate what your values are and what your spiritual truth is, so that you can stop attracting these same type of people that are probably not your soulmate, or else you need to communicate your spiritual values and truth so that the relationship that you're involved with can evolve out of this cycle into a new cycle that's more spiritually based, rather than, let me pull one more card. So it's really suggesting for you, okay, so another card we have is the King of Pentacles, stability. We have Taurus energy, we have Capricorn energy, we have a lot of earth energy. So there needs to be some clarity within your physical reality, and that's going to come about when you do your inner work, my friends who picked lavender. You need to do your inner work. You need to. It's very clear that you really need to tap into your spiritual life and get grounded in that, so you can manifest it in the material world. So that's going to be your block. That's something you can work on today, Friday the 13th, March 2020, or this weekend. And you know, tonight is Shabbat. So when it's Shabbat, when the sun sets on Friday night, every Friday, the gates of the heavens, or the light that is there, is the doors to the light is basically unlocked. So it's free for you to access. During the week, we have to work for that light, but tonight you have a lot of opportunities to, well, before tonight, you need to clear this up. So here we have the Hierophant, right? It's a very spiritual third eye. That does not make sense. Okay, a spiritual third eye. Okay, it's the third eye on this deck. So Spirit is asking you, yeah, whoever, if you guys pick this deck, Spirit is really asking you, if you can see like his third eye, to clear your third eye. Okay, so do some third eye meditation. This is what's blocking you from your twin flame, your soulmate, the love and relationship that you're looking to have in this 3D reality of our human existence. So you really are being asked at this time to gain your clarity by working on your third eye. I'm going to just say that. So meditations you can do for your third eye are closing your eyes and then focusing your two eyes up to your third eye and trying to look out of your third eye. That's going to help clear it. And also you could also, when you're doing that, you can also inhale in through your third eye and exhale out your third eye. So that's like a pranayama that's going to clear your third eye. And I'll just give you those two to work on for now. Another thing you could do is light a candle and look at the candle through your third eye or through both eyes. And then, so that's for clearing your third eye. And then for an overall of this reading, you really want to be self-reflective. You know, sevens are about introspection. So take some time to self-reflect about and be honest with yourself. You know, with this Ace of Swords, you know, for a new beginning, Ace of Swords is really be honest with yourself, where your blocks are or what you need to change in yourself, so that you can manifest the love that you desire. Great. So that was for the lavender group. Okay. Now, for those of you who picked frankincense, and this is a really beautiful frankincense from Oman. They have some of the best frankincense in the world. You have Clean It Up. Da, 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 da. It's interesting because these colors really match, if you can see. That's funny. So you need to clean it up. Okay, so let's clarify. Oh, let me read it to you. So 21 breaking down to a 3. So getting in touch with divine spirit. I'm sorry, 21. 3. Okay. So this is about getting to the core of a situation. Freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. Okay, so it's time to clear the air. I'll just hold it up for you. Okay, it's time to clear the air, to take a look at your side of the street and say, what's on your mind? Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and see what's not yours to clean up the relationship. Because everyone brings some baggage to a relationship, right? Sort through what you brought into the relationship and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. Okay, so this is perfect, you know. It is like almost, are we in spring now? So like do some spring cleaning internally, and let's just see what other messages Spirit has for people who picked this deck. Clean it up. So remember, all of this is a reading to see what the blocks are to being as light as a feather, having your heart light as a feather, right? We don't want blocks in our heart, and this is a good way to do that. So for you, if you pick this group, yeah, and it's so interesting. I'm just looking at the card. So can you see right there, like inside his lower abdomen is a person. So it's like, you know, you may have collected some ideas or emotions or way of being emotional from other people, and these ideas or ways of being are not your own. So maybe, you know, it's time to take a look at, you know, are these really my own ideas? And if they're not, you know, throw it in the garbage bin. Okay? So let's see what else. Okay. So we have the Princess of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, clearing out. Doesn't she look like she's clearing out? So taking the sword of truth and cutting out any ideas, mental thoughts, because, you know, swords is about the mind. Clearing out those mental thoughts that don't belong to you or don't serve you is going to help you get closer to your soulmate or twin flame. Okay, and we have the Ten of Pentacles, 3 cards that wanted to come out, the Eight of Pentacles, and 7 of Wands. Okay. So yeah, so the Ten of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles, it's very material, and the 7 of Wands. I'm going to clarify it like this. Okay, so getting clear about what you want to manifest. And I think for you, yeah, you really seem, whoever picked this group, you know, if you pick this group, it's like you might have been under the influence of other people. And a lot of what the work you've put into something might have not been what you truly desired. So I don't feel like you've really defended your heart's desire in this, and Spirit's asking you to clean up really put some work into discovering what is your masterpiece? Put some work into finding out, what is your true calling? What are your true talents? Because that's when you'll be recognized. So what I'm getting from this is that your soulmate is not going to recognize you if you're under the influence of all these other people, and if you're under the influence of everyone else's thoughts and ideas about how life is. Your soulmate's not going to be able to recognize you. Your twin flame is going to be like, I don't recognize that person, because you're not being authentic, you're not being your true self, and you need to stand up and defend what your truth is, and stop taking on the ideas and emotions of everyone else, and clear out all of that stuff so that your truth and your authenticity can shine. That way your soulmate or your twin flame can find you. So that's what I have for you guys for Light as a Feather today. Friday, March 13th, lucky day. March 13th, Friday the 13th is actually lucky. It's not supposed to be bad. So happy Friday the 13th, 2020. And that's your reading. I will see you guys next Friday. So let me know what you thought in the comments, like what you picked and how that resonated with you. Love ya. Love me back. Bye. Oh, Shabbat Shalom.